Yes, all of you.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Uh, what are the topics we discussed yesterday? What topic we discussed? About constraints, right? G naught. G naught. G naught, are you there? 5G naught. 5D7. I think you are not listening our session, right?
Sir, now only class was over, sir. DA class. They might join, sir.
Okay. Wait for 2 minutes, other 2 minutes. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay, we can start our session now. Let us start. Okay, yesterday what topic we discussed here? Constraints, right? Constraint means constraints are used for what? Doesn't allow invalid data to insert into our table. Doesn't allow invalid data to store into our tables or insert into our tables. We are avoiding invalid data. We are avoiding invalid data by using these constraints. Means conditions. We are applying some conditions to avoid invalid data. Okay. What type of constraints we have? See here, we have two types of column level constraints and table level constraints. Totally, we have constraints like not null constraint, unique constraint, primary key, foreign key, check constraint, default constraint. These are the constraints we have. So we divided into column level constraints and table level constraints. So in the column level constraint session, we have not null constraint, unique constraint, and the primary key constraint. Yeah, next in table level constraint, we have foreign key constraint. Okay, let us see one by one. We already practiced constraints like not null, unique, and check constraints. Now I am going to explain about primary key, next foreign key, index and all. Okay, one by one we will see here. And you know, one more key is called composite key. So how can we define a composite key? Means is a primary key is made by the combination of more than one attribute. A primary key is made by the combination of more than one attribute is known as composite key. See, if you have a primary key, that primary key having two or more attributes. Okay, two or more attributes within the primary key, then we will call it as a composite key. We will call it as a composite key. Okay, let us see the examples with the primary key, foreign key. Okay, check, default, index and all. Okay, let us see one by one. We are able to create department table and employee table. So department having department number, department name and location. Employee table having employee id, employee name, gender, employee salary and the department number. See here, so this department number is a primary key here. What is this? Primary key. And this is what? This is foreign key. This foreign key refers from okay, leave it here. You can take this one. See, this foreign key refers to primary key. This foreign key refers to primary key. See, this is the relation here. In department table, if department number primary key, then only we can create a foreign key in employee table. That means if you are trying to insert the data into the child table, see here, this table is parent table. This is what? Parent table. And this is child table. See, in the parent table, the department number is primary key. In the parent table, the department number is primary key. And in another table, employee, the child table, that is called employee table, having same department number column, that is, we can fix it as foreign key, right? So if you fix department as foreign key, now if you are inserting multiple data into department table, so we inserted here three values, department number 1, 2, 3, and the same values or some other values we are trying to insert into foreign key column, that is department number. If the data is same, see department number here what? Here department number is what? Here department number is 1. Now if same value is available in the parent table, means in department number column same value available, then only we can insert the data into in this table. If you have same data, then only we can insert into child table, otherwise we can't insert. If I want to insert 4 value here, if I want to insert 4 value, it throw exception because it is foreign key is refers to primary key. If primary key having the data only, same that data only we can insert here, other type of data we cannot insert. Okay, you understand the thing, right? Here main thing is what, while you are inserting data, the data is must available in parent table with column department number. The same data if available in department number in child table, then only we can insert the data, otherwise we can't insert this data. Okay, we will see with the example. First see the all constraints. First we can create a table employee employee 77. Okay, EID, it is what, number data type, and use not null here, table created, you are trying to insert employee 77 values of EID is 1, so inserted. But if you are trying to insert null value, insert, because used constraint like not null, used cannot insert null value, null into the our table, because you used what, not null constraint. Okay, if I am trying to insert duplicate value, it allows duplicate value, right? See, it allows duplicate value. Not null cannot avoid the duplicate values. That's why we are going for unique constraint. Unique constraint. How to create a table? Create table employee 78 and EID number, constraint name is EID con. Okay, EID con constraint name. Their constraint name was unique. See, you created one table employee 78. See the what is the meaning of unique? Unique means you should enter only different values. If you enter duplicate values, it won't be stored. Okay, see practically by using insert query, insert into employee 78 values of EID. I'm trying to insert 1. Okay, inserted. Now same thing I'm trying to insert again 1, so it will throw violated exception. Why? You are using unique constraint that doesn't allow duplicate element. Now you can check the unique constraint can allow null values or not. Unique constraint can allow null values. Yes, it allows null values. Okay, trying to insert null, inserted. Next again null, inserted. If it is duplicate also, it is inserting, because that value is what, null value. So that's why we can go for primary key. Primary key is the combination of unique constraint and not null constraint, not null constraint and unique constraint. We can say primary key is the combination of not null constraint and unique constraint. See how to create primary key constraint. Okay, how to use it. Create table employee 79. Okay, employee ID number comma employee name varchar of 20. Okay, comma here we can declare primary key as a constraint name we should mention here, that is EID constraint, EID primary key. Okay, primary key of EID. Now here EID is primary key. You are understanding? All of you?
Yes, sir.
See the syntax here. How to add constraint primary key. Constraint name. Constraint name is what here? EID PK. Okay. Next to primary key. We are adding primary key for which ID? Which column? EID column. Okay. With this, I created one table. Name already used by an existing constraint. EID primary key already used. So EIDD. We can use EIDD. The table has created. Okay. Now, if I am trying to insert null values, it won't allow, and if trying to insert duplicate value, it should not allow. That is the purpose of main primary key, right? See, now I am trying to insert into employee 79. So values of EID 1 comma name varchar, right? Sorry, values 1 comma name Surya. Okay, inserted one value. So if I want to insert same value, it will throw an exception, right? See, unique constraint violated because EID is primary. Sorry, what is the primary? EID is primary key. So we should not enter duplicate values. Okay. Now I'm trying to insert null values. EID is null. See, it is throwing null value also. Null cannot be stored. Okay. Why? Because doesn't allow null values. Now you understand, right? Primary key doesn't allow null values and duplicate values. It contains automatic index process. We are trying to access the columns which are declared with primary key. The retrieving is very easy, very fast. Okay, retrieving is very fast compared to other columns because we are using primary key here. Okay. Next, check constraint. Do you know check constraint? Already we discussed the check constraint, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. This is employee table. Where is the employee table? See, now it is employee 79, right? Present table is what? Select star from employee 79. Okay. only one data available. Now I am trying to add one column called gender. Okay, employee gender I want to insert. Alter table employee 79. How to add column or new column? Tell me the syntax. Alter table employee, add
Add column.
add
Add
column name
column
is
name. Column name data type.
gender, data type is varchar. Varchar size is 1 or 2, whatever you can give here. Okay, alter table employee. Okay. Now we can check here. So let's start from gender. Added gender. Okay, 2 characters only. Okay. Now by using check constraint, I want to insert gender male or female. That also uh, it allows only M for male and F for female. Okay, you should not allow some words like male, I am male. This type of words it should not allow. So for that we are writing the condition by using check constraint. Okay. See, we have gender here. So I'm trying to insert data. First I need to add constraint, right? I did not add constraint here. So how to add constraint? Syntax here. For every constraint, the syntax employee 70 alter table employee 79. Here also add constraint. Add constraint employee gender employee whatever. Okay, constraint name, constraint name. Next constraint check JE male comma must be in between male and female, must in male and female. That means the in condition is what? It checks equal to operation. Okay, we are entering value is equal to M or not. Our entered value is equal to F or not. It will check and it will allow. Invalid identifier.
It is gender, sir.
Gender in column name is that one only, right? Okay, gender in male or female. Now see the table. Select start from employee 79. Okay, now I am trying to insert the value into our table in the gender column. Insert into employee 79 values of what are the values we have? ID, your gender is male. It inserted. If I trying to insert trying to insert trying to insert mail something. See, it throw an exception, right? Value too larger for column. Actual maximum is 2. Okay, it should not allow. Okay, and I'm trying to insert. Okay, see, check constraint violated. Now the check constraint is working, right? Now you understand check constraint.
Yes, sir.
Not only this, you can check age. The age must be equal to or greater than or equal to 18, or the age between 1 to 100 only, means human age must be in between 1 to 100 only, right? So in these situations we can use this check constraint. Okay, now 4 we completed: not null, unique, primary key, and check constraint. Okay, uh, next, default. Actually, in this version default is not working. We will check default keyword or default constraint in lab. Okay, with the different versions. This is 10G, so we'll check in 11G. I tried here many times, but it's throwing error. So we can check in 11G. Okay, now we have other constraint called foreign key. Okay, so here we created 2 tables, right? One is department table and employee table. See, same columns. I'm creating one table with department number, department name, and location. Okay, create table employee. The employee there, I think, right? Okay, employee 79. Okay, 80. Sorry, not employee. Here I'm going to create department table, department 1. Okay, department 1 table I'm going to create. Here columns are what are the column names? We should give department number, department name, and location. Department number, DEP number, that is number, comma, department name, bracket data type, next is what, location also bracket of 20. With this column names we can create one table called department 1. Okay, now I'm trying to insert some data in this. Okay, now I should give primary key for department number, right? So how can I give? Directly while I am creating the table, I can give the primary key. Otherwise, if you have table already, what we can do here? We can do alter. By using alter query, we can add primary key to department number. So what is the query here? We can write alter table department, department 1. Okay, add constraint. I said right already, alter constraint, add constraint, next constraint name means department primary key. Okay, add constraint name, then primary key of column name is what, DEP NO, right? DEP NO. type department one table. Okay. Department table has created. I am trying to insert some data into department table. Insert into department. Insert into department one. Insert into department one. Values of department number one, comma department name. Let's see. And the location is what? Block. CSC from which block? Block 3. Okay. Inserted that row. Same thing. Second row. ECE. Block number 3. So okay, no problem. Block number 4. Nickel 3. Nickel. They are from block 2. Okay, we inserted 3 rows here. Now check the data. Select star from department. No row selected. Okay, the table name is department 1. Okay, we inserted means we created one table with a different set of data. Okay, now another table we should create with the employee name that contains employee ID, employee name, and salary, department name. Okay, so now again I'm create another table called employee table. Create table employee 90 that contains EID number, comma ename varchar of 20. Here must not be duplicate. We can use unique. And or null we can use. Not null, right? Null. Next ename varchar, that is also not null. Okay. Next is what? What is the primary key in department table? Primary column name. What is the primary key column name in department table? So type is what? DBMS number, right? Number. Okay. Number, comma. So we should assign foreign key. So foreign key is what here? DBMS. Okay, here foreign key is what? DBMS. That refers to references to which column? DEPNO column in department table. So the table name is what? Department, and the column name is what? NO. invalid identifier. Department 1. The table name is what now? Department 1, right? Okay. Now table has created with foreign key DEP number in employee table, in employee 90 table. Now describe the table. Employee 90. See. Okay. Now I'm trying to insert same values into employee table. So insert into employee 90, then values of EID 1 comma ename comma next department number. See, I'm using same number what I used in parent table, that is department number 1 I am using here. That means it should allow the data into inserting into our child table. That means in employee table it should allow. That means it must be inserted into employee table. It is inserted, right? Now check the table, select start from employee 90. We inserted. We are able to insert, but we are able to insert here because why? DEP number is same as parent table DEP number. If I am trying to insert the value that is not in DEP number of parent table, then we should not enter into our employee, because that is refers to the foreign key refers to primary key. See, check in parent table, we have department numbers like 1 2 3, except 1 2 3 I use here 5 or 4, whatever you wish. I'm trying to insert. So it should not enter, it should not insert, right? That's our condition. We are unable to insert other values. See, integrity constraint system.c is violated, parent key not found. That means the value is not available in parent table department number. That's why it is not allowing to insert data into child table. That's about foreign key. You understand, right? So all of you.
Yes, sir.
That is the difference between primary key and foreign key. So the main differences are primary key is only one key for all table. Foreign key may or may not. That means more than one foreign key in a table, and foreign key can allow null values, can allow duplicate values, but primary key doesn't allow null values or duplicate values. Okay, here indexing, regarding to indexing, primary key having automatic index, but foreign key manually we should give it. Okay, time is up, so we'll discuss the index and the other queries in the next session. Okay, thanks for listening this class. You should practice all these queries in your lab. Please write down all the queries you can check in your lab. Okay.
Okay, sir.